Go to the Layer menu of Affinity Photo and select New Layer. Then go to Edit and Fill. You need to fill it with something, so I'm just going to fill it with white. It could be green, blue, etc. Now what I'm going to do, with that layer selected, I can go to Layer, New Layer Filter Layer, and Colours and Procedural Texture. Just put that in the centre there, and I'm just going to build up an equation, a very simple equation. It's just sort of Rx times Rx equation. To add equation, just go over here, click plus. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put, I say Rx, and this is just for the red channel. So Rx times Rx, and then plus Ry times Ry. However, what I'm going to also do is put brackets around it, because actually what you need to do with it, such a large value, you need to divide it by a very large value as well. So I'm just going to put, and now you can vary this, but I'm just going to put divided by 10,000. That seems a lot, but that's what it seems to require. So you actually get a nice little central point like that. You might decide, you know what, even 100,000, so you can get a slightly bigger point. Or maybe 1,000,000. You can just vary it. Work out what it works best for you so you get something like that. You can always change it later. Now also another thing I want to do is I want to multiply that by say 0.2 and make certain you actually put it times the Rx. Sometimes I've ended up putting the wrong place. So 0.2 times the Rx, and then I'm going to go for the Ry, and I'm going to put something like 0.5 times Rx. Now that reduces a bit, so we might like, again, like say, vary this value. You can just try it, and you can see you get an elliptical design, because obviously 0.2 and 0.5 means it's slightly elliptical. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create for red, green and blue. You can see by clicking that plus, I've just generated those extra 2 channels, and I'm going to put exactly the same. And of course I'm going to vary to 0.2. I'm not going to keep that like 0.2. For some weird reason, it never seems to, the third one, it always beeps. I don't know why. I do exactly the same thing, and it always, for some weird reason, doesn't seem to want to accept that. However, you can see now you've got your elliptical design. But of course you can vary these. Now you can say 0.2, I can say 0.3. And you can see then you get this like nice green there. Suddenly I'm going to go say 0.6. You don't have to go 0.6, you could go for 1.6. And you can see then you get a nice ring sort of design like that, elliptical as well. But you can vary this one as well. So 0.3, and also you can put minus. So minus in front of that. And again, you can put minus in front of the other one as well, but you can go for, say, 0.2, and you can see the result there. And also, if you want, you can say you want 0.7, and so on. So you can see and grow. However, also you've got Rx and Ry there, which is great because it means it's a relative, the origin. You can move it around, so you can decide, you know, put it over here, put it there, whatever. Now you could finish at this point, but however, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make that difference. And you can see as soon as you do that difference, you get even more sort of unusual colour there. You've got a lovely white. But what you can do, of course, you can close this now. And you can go here, click just that white box there. Just click that. Don't make certain that's not set. I don't want to duplicate that. What I want to do is duplicate this. So now I can, again, does it occasionally, you just go back again. Just make certain you're just duplicating that. You can always undo if you don't. So you can see now you've got 2 of those procedural textures. Because you've got difference, it's really quite useful because now you can double click on that. Again, which puts it in the wrong corner. But you can vary this. You can say, I want 0. You don't have to vary the thing. You don't have to change these values. You don't have to touch them at all. You can maybe keep them exactly the same. Doesn't matter. But I'm just going to change them just because I want to change them. And you can vary them. And you can say, so you can create all kinds of different elliptical designs by this approach. And you can say, you know what, I want 0.8 there instead. And maybe minus there. You don't have to keep it plus. So minus 0.7, 0.2, and so on and so on. And also you can still move that around as well. You can see the result as you move it around. As unfortunately there is a slight glitch in the M1 and Monterey and layers in Affinity Photo. However, once you've done that, you can close that one. And you can see you create some really interesting sort of colourful gradient blend designs. And again, make certain you click there, and you can right click again and duplicate. And you can create another one. And you can do the same. Click there, right click and duplicate, and you've got another one. And again, you can always just click on that at any point, any of them, and change them at any point. And you can move it around so you can say, you know what, I want that. And again, you can vary these. You can say minus there and maybe 2.2 and so on and so on. So you're happy with that? Just finish it. And you can see the design there. You create some very nice grading designs and they're all still live. Of course, once you're finished with it, once you're happy with everything, you can always just merge them all, put them all into one thing. So you can just say merge visible and it just becomes a standard pixel layer. And you can, of course, remove that. Again, my apologies for the spinning wheel there. Hope you found this of interest. Thank you much.